We're going to go over to Malawi. Well, actually, we're just going to Guilderland because that's where you're living, is in Guilderland.
I could not move.
That's where your office.
No, well, that's my office.
That's where your office
but
is.
I live in Schenectady now.
You live in Schenectady. Okay.
Yeah,
You do some wonderful work in Malawi.
I try.
And I've been following you for years.
Yeah.
You're grounded here in this country. You went to high school here. You went to college here. You were a coach, soccer coach. You could have said, I'm happy here and I don't care. But you didn't. What you thought was, there's a lot of children, boys and girls, that were not getting an education in Malawi.
Right.
And you felt that sports was important. So tell me what your mission is and how can people help you?
Basically, what we're trying to do is, I come from Chituka village. So I created the Chituka village project. This is where I went to school, as a young
Right.
boy. And our government doesn't have mandate that every child must go to school. So most of the children...
So, they don't have to go to school?
No, they don't go to school. So I'm trying to figure
Because
out...
they can stay home and feed the chickens? And
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Go farming, girls draw water, take care of their siblings, and get married at, 12 years old. When they marry them off, girls, they get dowry, they get cows, farming, they think they're
So
going to
they have a dowry system.
Exactly. It's still going on. So my idea was in 1995, when mom and dad passed away, I realized that there was something I could do as a coach. I said, I'm going to bring used soccer balls to give to the boys so they can play.
And you're still collecting them?
Well, yeah, I still do up to now. So I began doing that. I just bought in some soccer balls and giving out to schools. But the idea was that for you to play with the soccer balls, you got to be in school. So, but most
so
people
you
didn't.
dangled the carrot.
Exactly. They didn't understand that. They thought it just because sports they are played by people who don't go to school.
And you turn that around?
Right. So I'm trying to do the American system. Say, no, we're going to do the American system where I land here. So for you to be a part of this program, you have to come to school. So most kids now started coming to school.
Because they want to play
They
soccer.
want to play soccer.
Yeah.
So and that's how we started it. But the
What do
only
they do
problem,
for their clothing?
the
Do
only
they
problem is that girls don't play soccer.
But they do here.
But here they do. So when I went home, I said, I cannot just do boys. So where I come from, I'm the founding member of Girls Soccer in America. So I have to bring in the girls. So they were laughing at me. Said, no, we don't want that program here. Oh yeah, they said, no, we don't want girls playing soccer.
Why?
It's a man's thing. It's a man's sport.
Okay.
It's a boys. It's not girls.
They've never seen women do it, so therefore it never
No, so I didn't
existed.
tell them that I'm a coach. I didn't tell them that I coach girls soccer here in America. I didn't tell them that. But I didn't want them to go against me.
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna say,
you're going with the
we
flow.
lost you.
Yeah.
You say, man, what are you thinking? So it's traditional. It's our culture. So anyway, fast forward, I came back to America. I said, guys, I have a problem. I need to go home, start girls soccer programs. So how do I do that? So I came up with an idea, Chituka Village project, and but I have no way to fund it. So some of the girls that I was coaching here, their parents got together and said, we're going to help you. You should start a foundation. And then they wrote 501c3. Then I began collecting stuff, collecting money, and collecting used equipment, soccer balls, uniforms, school supplies. I was substitute teaching the whole Capital District, so I collected it. We started shipping containers to Malawi. So up to now, we did, before COVID, we're down like 4 containers. So what I did, I said to them that this equipment is for those schools who will allow girls also to play.
You are clever with that carrot.
Yeah. So I said, if you don't start a girls program, then I'm not going to give them to you.
You're not getting anything.
You're not getting anything. So they had to have meetings. So
But how do the girls accept this?
well, they didn't want it either. They said, we don't play soccer. They were refusing. They said, no, that's a man's sport. You're going to make us into boys. We don't want to be boys. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So I had to have meetings with the chiefs, with the
What
school
a
teams.
revolutionary you are.
Yeah, meeting with the teachers, parents, and then of course the kids themselves to convince them that no, where I come from, boys and girls play this game. And they said, no, we don't. We play netball here. Girls play netball, boys play soccer.
What do girls play?
Netball. It's a British sport.
like volleyball?
Yeah, it's a good basketball, but you don't bounce it. It's a British European sport for girls only.
Okay, I didn't.
Men don't play.
Okay.
So when we're not being colonized by the British, they brought that sport.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
And boys play soccer, girls play netball.
Okay.
So that's what they wanted me to do, is give them netball. I said, I come from America, there's no netball there.
No.
And I'm gonna do soccer, that's it. So I'm doing soccer as like a Title IX system. I said, you're gonna have so many boys playing teams, because so many girls teams playing. So for every school that wants to be part of this program, you have to show me that you've started a girls program going on. So that was the beginning of it. Then, so fast forward, so we started doing that to a point where we had a league. Boys and girls, they're playing. We went from 1 school, 4 schools. Before COVID, we reached about 35 schools.
So they could have a competition.
Right. Exactly. But then COVID hit, and last time I went home was 2019 May, when the programs were full-fledged. Then that 2020, COVID hit, we had to shut down everything. So right now, we shut down.
You have to.
We have to restart it. So to restart it, I need to have a sustainable programs that can run by themselves, because I'm not young as I used to be. So we've picked up three
but
things.
you're young at heart.
Yeah, we've picked up 3 things we can do, since the girls, especially the girls, dropped out at a faster rate during COVID. They didn't do anything in the village. So these are underserved communities where there's no running water, there's no electricity. So everything's done during the daytime. So there's nothing going on at night. So when COVID hit, everybody was just staying home.
Yeah.
I mean, they were scared to go anywhere. And then I'm here, I couldn't go back. For 2 years now, I haven't gone back for 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're trying to hit the restart button. So the thing to do that, since the program was to encourage attendance. So girls and boys in grades 5 to 8, most of them dropped out because of COVID. So the population attendance has gone down. So I'm thinking the new group of children to go to school, who are they going to be? Boys and girls. So we taught the schools to start a co-ed grassroots soccer program.
Co-ed?
Co-ed. So that boys and girls can play on the same team. And of course they say, oh no, we don't do that.
I was going to say, I bet you got pushback on that.
Oh yeah, they were saying, so I had to have serious meetings with the administrators and the parents and school committees. I said, this is the only way we're going to encourage new group of students to make up what we've lost for 2 years. People have
all you're doing is kicking the ball.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like it's physical contact.
No, I just said to them, hey, listen, we're going to give you soccer equipment, soccer balls. After school, boys and girls put the teams together, 5 against 5 or 6 against 6, make equal numbers, boys and girls, and they play on the same teams. Yeah. And this has never happened before. So this is a gender inequality system I'm putting together without telling them what I'm trying to do.
You are amazing.
Because you have to remember, in Africa, where I come from, if you go to church, women sit there, men sit here.
Oh,
if you go to a wedding, men sit there, women sit there. So everything's divided. It's a culture. That's how we live. That's how we.
So it has nothing to do with religion.
No, just the way we live. If there's a funeral, men there, women there, and it's so to have this co-ed thing, it's like it's
like
a new
you
thing.
really,
right.
you really
like,
kind of.
What's going on?
You mix things
So
up.
I'm hoping that grade 1, 2, and 3, and 4, by the time they get to 5, these people now will be communicating at a different level. Yeah. They're no longer being sexist ideas. So they'll be saying things as a group, as a community, solving their own problem. So that's one program we're going to start to restart. The second one was, since most girls have dropped out of school, we're going to go to each school, come out with we call it Stuka Village Project, Girls Soccer Leadership Academy. We're going to go to each school, select girls, and teach them life skills. We will involve them in not just playing soccer, but talking about the issues that have happened in the last 2 years with being home, being married off, and not going to school, how they're making choices.
That's all they know.
Right, so we're going to bring in people to talk about their choices. Are they making the right choices to go to school? With grandmother, grandfather, father, and mother tell them to go or not to go. So now we say, no, you should be able to make that decision yourself. Yeah. So how do we do that? Sensitizing the parents and the grandfathers, the grandparents, so they say, let the girls themselves.
It's a re-education.
Right, let the girls themselves organize them, and then they can go home and tell mom and dad that, listen, I want to go to school. And the Banda Bola is giving us equipment, and we're going to play soccer. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up what we call computer lab learning center.
Computers, wait, they
Computer.
don't have electricity.
Exactly, so, but.
How are you doing that?
Well, we
You got a generator, you're
Yeah,
gonna put them all on bicycles so they can create energy?
No, I'm a Rotarian, I'm also Rotarians, so GE people are giving you laptops. On the main highway, there's electricity. So the girls and boys can come to the center. They can walk over there. So we're gonna select so many boys and girls, they can come in there and learn.
And they can start
then-
learning it.
And start learning it, and they bring that knowledge to their own schools. So we're gonna have this, it's on the highway, we have a big building there, and that my sister has, and we're gonna put two or three rooms. We're gonna put phones, they don't need electricity, and phones are just used for curriculum, for lessons. There's no using phones to call someone, they just in there, GE and folks are putting together a curriculum in these laptops.
Okay,
They're not
so it's
for-
already
Right,
pre-programmed.
they're not for you sending out.
Yeah, no internet.
No internet, no network, we don't need that. We don't need network, it's just power, and then do the work. And learn how to sing, learn how to read, learn how to do things on a laptop.
It's an adjunct.
Exactly, so maybe that will incite a new learning ideas, so that they can come up with their own ways of solving problems.
Yeah,
And, but the soccer league will still go on. We're gonna still help all those schools that were in our program, but we're gonna give them something else that they can, to restart,
yeah.
to have the idea.
It's an
of
amazing program, so
Yeah.
you need funding,
finding big time,
and you need soccer balls,
Yeah,
and
uniforms,
sneakers, and
school
uniforms.
supplies, yeah.
And how do they contact you? Just go
You
to your
can call, you can
website?
either website or call me 518-364-2842, or go to Banda Bola sportsfoundation.org website, and there's all the information you need. It's also on my T-shirt.
Yeah,
You can see
yep, you
that,
got your
right? So
Chuka Village
the
project, yeah.
So this is the Chautauqua Village project, but Banda Bola Sports Foundation is a 501c3, so that people can get tax exempt stuff there.
Right.
But when I go home, it's Chautauqua Village project,
Yeah, yeah.
because that's the only way that I can get in my village.
You want them to
Yeah,
see the
to see
name.
that come from here.
Yeah.
I'm not, Banda means my name, Bola means soccer.
Yeah.
So over there they go, oh, Banda Bola, he wants to have a national team. I said, no,
No.
it's not about national team.
No.
And it's about helping the children come to school.
Yeah.
So that's where Chautauqua Village project.
You're on a mission.
Yeah,
You're on a
exactly.
mission, and I'm
Exactly.
so happy to have you on and talk about the mission
Well.
that you're in. And I would encourage people to, if you have any feeling for the world,
Right.
because we are all on the same little planet that's rolling around, so
Well,
we're all in the same place.
Yeah, Malawi is probably the poorest country in sub-Saharan.
Yeah, I think that we had the screen up of where Malawi is. There's a photo of Africa,
right,
and
right.
then Malawi, if you look at the.
Southeast.
Yeah, there it is. Malawi is like in the lower right-hand corner. It's a little strip that's,
Yeah.
there's no water around it at all.
No, it's landlocked.
Yeah.
So you can't even get there from here.
Yeah, you can't get there from here. Okay, good. So if you want to help out, you know how you can contact me, or you can contact me and I'll get you that information as well. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for
Good.